Welcome back to the Yahoo Finance All Market Summit, sponsored by Northern Trust. Reid Hoffman is one of the most prolific tech entrepreneurs of our time, having co-founded LinkedIn and now investing in the future of society as a partner over at Greylock. Hoffman is also a champion of leadership improvement and just doing things a better way. Joining us now is none other than Reid Hoffman. Reid, always nice to get some time with you. Thank you for doing this conference. We really appreciate it. So let's start in tech. The title of this conference is New Challenges and New Opportunities. And I think for the audience watching this, one of their biggest challenges is understanding what is going on right now in tech. We see stories of layoffs. We see stories of stock prices falling. In your community, what's the mood and what might happen next?
Well, one of the things I love about tech is even in capital challenge times, there's always optimism. And so, yes, obviously, we've had this kind of 10 plus year bull market, lots of investment all over the place. I think part of what you're seeing is this kind of retrenchment, refocusing, saying, okay, we can't do 7 initiatives or 10 initiatives. We can only do 3 or 5. And that's causing some restructure. I think that restructure is very good for the company. It's very good for the industry. I'm not at all worried, actually, ultimately about the vast majority of people's jobs, because I think there's still a lot of capital flowing in to everything from startups to large companies saying, hey, technology is part of the future. There'll be some painful dislocation that obviously we should soften that and make that work as well as possible.
How scarred is tech after a year like this? In many respects, I think from an investor standpoint, many have never seen this type of commentary, this type of vibe.
Well, I think it's always, you'd prefer to just be the kind of the simple heroes, the ride in. We built new product services, new technology. Obviously, as technology has become more fundamental through all walks of society and life, you're part of that kind of conversation and melee, which includes not always like, well, hey, is this stuff you're doing with facial recognition tech? Is that scary or alienating? And what should we be doing with it? Other kinds of things as social media and kind of information systems. These discussions, I think, are good because they're how we figure out what we're doing. And I think, obviously, you compound that with the economics and it's hard, but I think that it's still, kind of fundamentally, like, scarred is, I think, too strong. I think learning, it's kind of what is the kind of old aphorism, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I think actually, in fact, generally speaking, I think what you're seeing is lessons being learned and evolution happening.